Hello everyone. Hello. Just turning on the camera here, and I hope this finds you well, or just content with your energies and yourself, and however it finds you. You're finding me here in a very kind of reflective mode this morning, and not really knowing exactly what I'm gonna share, but I kind of like that more and more because, you know, I don't know, life is really very interesting, and I'm in a mood right now, like, it feels really, like, you know, I'm good, like, I'm really good, like, how many times am I gonna say that? No, but really, seriously, like, how I'm observing myself and my life, and just right now, it's kind of a fun mood. I don't think I've ever been really here in this feeling or this time in my life where I am literally, like, I don't know, life is so weird and interesting and cool, and I have, like, lost my mind and my attachment to my mental structures, or these, yeah, I guess constructs that are my mind that come up with, and you know, I'm capable of often, I would say 95% of the time, like, I'm not hijacked by my thoughts and telling me this or that. You know, some circumstance can create some kind of stress or tension in my body or in my reaction, but I'm not that, because visually it's being, I don't know, it's taking it all in, or the sensations of my body, or, like, I don't know how to explain it. And all of it's gonna sound really kind of crazy, which is really kind of cool, because I don't have attachments to that either. Like, you know, like, yeah, there's so many things that I've been doing, and that I'm feeling that I am, feeling that vulnerable thing, and it's just really amazing. And, like, I don't know, like, well, there's certainly a lot of people and books and things I've been reading in my existence, and how interesting the existence is, the existence of just a person, or an ego, or something like that. Like, I am so far past all of that, and I know it sounds really crazy and cuckoo, because some kind of logical sense would probably tell you that kind of thing, because that's what you're conditioned as. And those of you that are watching me right now that are, like, discovering that you are not your egos, and you are not, you know, that the normal way of life, or the path that you have followed previous to this moment right now, doesn't serve you anymore. So, like, my old patterns and my old self and my old needs and requirements, or victimhood, or drama, or, you know, like, you know, any of these kind of, like, personality, was part of my personality, my ego, or something like that, are vanishing. And it's like, it's really seems really crazy. And, like, I'm doing things, you know, I speak a little bit about this Mary thing right there. I'm just, like, doing this now and enjoying it, and really realizing that what I come up with in my head about doing it, and the defense of that, and then, like, how I talk to myself, it's really a beautiful thing, because it's just, yeah, makeup. And my feeling of defense is also interesting to look at, because the feeling of defending yourself is something that, like, we don't have to do, because I think, well, I always do my best anyway with myself, and I'm always conscious about other people. Although it's like, if I, you know, if I offend people or whatever, or, like, or people don't like my behavior or something like that, I'm so far past, like, caring about that. for myself, and because it's just, I don't really care. But there's these feelings of defense that do arise, I guess, from this old patterns that one has. And if you are at all on some kind of spiritual journey, or on like your own authentic journey with your life, and just realizing, you know, like people outside, people that you come into contact or that you've known. Like, I'm 52 years old and I've lived in 5 countries. Like, I've met a lot of people in my profession, and you know, and all of this kind of stuff. Like, a lot of people know me. I have a lot of friends on Facebook, and I live really, really out loud, and that vulnerability has been the real king, has been king for me to choose to experience and to learn. And you know, circumstance, competition, all kind of, it's just fleeting. And it's so interesting and so beautiful to realize that the lack of labels or judgments that I have on anything, especially myself and my emotions, and that I am never, ever, ever again a victim. The choice of being a victim of any kind of circumstance is so vorbei, which is in German means over. Like, I don't care, and it's so liberating. And if you're here with me, like, and you're on that journey, I cannot stress more that you continue on that journey for your authentic power, because that's exactly what it feels like. It's really, really cool. And like, just like, I don't care about how I'm seen. Are we here to do that, or how I'm being portrayed by someone else's perspective of myself, or anything like that? And like, I feel more sane than I've ever felt in my life. And I don't, like, it's so interesting, right? It's just really interesting to really just kind of recognize that you have a possibility to rise above any kind of mental garbage or mentality. You know, like, I've been, if you watch my channel, positive or negative, like positive or negative thoughts, or just, they're thoughts. I don't know. I'm here with that, sharing with you, because there's so much more possibility and harmony is to be had, in the sense of like not attaching to any of those things. Because you can, and it's like a muscle. You train this muscle to be able to just recognize the play instantly and not respond automatically to any kind of circumstance, and you get to choose. Like, so, like, you know, like, some days are better than other days, of course, like that. And you know, a friend of mine recently just commented on, you know, she said, I assume that you're always strong. And I think that that is correct, in a way, that I am strong in how I respond, and how I choose to let go immediately of any kind of, like, you know, victimhood of anything. And that, you know, because it's just a play, it's part of the play, and it's so liberating, and it's so wonderful, and it's really, for a lot of people to accept that is really interesting. Like, I don't understand why we cannot, that I have not been educated like this to know this. Because, you know, if a life with less suffering, less kind of suffering or attachments to any kind of circumstance or any person or anything, attachments, is, I suggest, like, the less attachments, the better. And that is a possibility, because there's a gap between responding to circumstance or things that there's a gap. Like, you get to choose. Like, that's really amazing. And there are, like, a lot of forethinkers, and a lot of that you know, that have, their teachings, you know, share this with you, and that's a possibility. So that's where I am, and it's like, it's one of the most beautiful experiences, parts of my experience in my daily life. So, like, I really, really don't care. Like, it's really beautiful, right? I really don't care where my, what the next moment will be like. because I don't have to attach to it, and I can be really zen, I guess, you know. You know, it's like, you know, you learn that you should respond and let out your anger and your, you know, your fear, your anger and your, all of these emotions that are so irrational. And I feel, you know, like, I just feel that I've come up on my decision, so it's my life and my decision, and that's what I share with you. And I think that that is just, you know, it's illusory, and we can let go, because, you know, these emotions of fear and anger, and they're basically connected, and these low energy emotions are, you know, the feelings of guilt or shame, all of that kind of stuff is like, is really just somewhere I don't like to spend my time. Although, you know, I really get into it, I would like to let you say that the life is like a roller coaster. It's just constant. And when you observe yourself and your authentic power is the most important to you, then I think I've learned to allow my feelings of low energy that passes through me, and you know, before any thought labels my experience, it's just not going to happen, I think. And I just sit with it, and I let it pass, and I laugh at it. I think it's really kind of funny. So that's kind of where I am today, and I think it's just, it's a beautiful, beautiful thing. It's really a gorgeous thing, and I'm all of it and nothing is that serious, and I choose to live like that, and that's threatening to some people, maybe, perhaps, I don't know, I don't care. Like I said, I don't care, and by me not caring, it's like, yeah, it's liberating for me, and I always want to say also too that I love life, and I love, I wouldn't say that I love people. I think, you know, more or less, like, I'm realizing that I'm a bit of an introvert with it coming that way. I love my connections with people, and I love the, I love love. I think that's the thing, and my respect to all people, and yeah. I don't need people to validate me, and I don't need people. Sometimes it's also confusing, I think, to be around people with, you know, that have that feeling of victimhood. I'm not judging or labeling. It's just liberating for me to actually really recognize that, and, like, you know, other people. Yeah, I guess I just, you know, I think that life is beautiful, and I think life is mysterious and wonderful, and not about social contracts and social, you know, where we're influenced by making choice, and that we feel everything outside of us is made to make us feel like victims, I think, in a way. All the systems, religion, all of that stuff like that makes you feel less, and we're not less. We don't come from lack. I just realized I don't come from lack. I'm just not going to do that. So everything's a possibility, and it's full of potential. Everything's full of potential for me. That's where I am today. I hope you enjoyed my talk, and thank you for watching. And by the way, Messy Mary Michaels has her own Instagram. I don't know what she's gonna do. Not really concerned about that, but she likes to put on a lot of makeup, and maybe you can go to @MessyMaryMichaels on Instagram and join her page. Or not, I don't care. But I know I have fun, and I love it so much. I love it. This hobby is so cool. I wish you a beautiful day, and thank you for watching me. Bye-bye.